In this video, we're going to explain how we can apply named cell references. So before we go ahead and do that, let's take a simple example to understand how it can be of benefit. So here we have a simple little table with a few service tasks and the cost. So let's say we want to quote someone a price. So we have set a profit margin that we want to calculate it based on, right? So I will just do a calculation here using some simple math, and I'll say 1 plus this, and there you go. So I get the answer that I was looking for. But we know that if we just drag down the formula as it is, I'm going to end up with a bunch of errors. The reason being, if you look at the formula here, it says C4. C4 does not contain the profit margin value. So I would definitely need to freeze the cell. So I can use the function F4 to freeze the cell. So it freezes both the column and the row, right? So I basically use the function and the F4 key to freeze a cell. Okay, so now if I go ahead and drag this down, it works perfect. So anyway, I can get this done, but it's for suppose there are lots of calculations happening and there are a bunch of sheets as well, and the spreadsheet is pretty complex. Then if you just look at the formula, you would not have any idea what is the C3 referring to. You would be looking around, finding out what value it is. So to make it a lot more simpler, we're going to give it a named reference. So the cell is going to be given a name. So how do we do that? So we can click the formulas tab and select define a name. All right. Over here, as soon as I click it, it automatically picks up a cell value over here. So it says profit margin because that's what we named it over here. And all cell references will not have any spaces. So automatically it gives an underscore symbol. If it is fine for you, keep it that way, or you leave the spaces, right? So we'll just keep it as it is. And here it says select the range of cells. So here we are only talking about a single cell. So that cell is C3, and you can notice that the dollar symbol is also there. So that means it does not move when you drag the formula down. And moreover, it is referring to one single cell. So I click OK to that. And now this particular cell has a name. So now let's go ahead and change this formula. So instead of me saying C3, I'm just going to type in, look at that. So now I have the cell reference being shown up here. So I'll just select that, and there you go. And I get the same result, right? So since I'm giving a named named cell reference, I do not have to use any $sign anywhere because that is already defined within the name range. So even when I look at the formula, I quickly understand what is it that I was trying to do. So this is how we could actually give a cell reference and make our formulas a lot more friendlier.